So if not exactly mask design, then there's also this issue of, well, how many masks should you be wearing? Because the Center for Disease Control in the US, they did a study that boils down to, well, two masks are better than one, that it blocks out more particles. And that makes sense. And so I wanted to give people a cheat sheet on what they should know right now for this winter on mask use. Let's run through some questions. Should we be double masking?
It's not clear that we should. The CDC did a study, and I think it's important work to do. And it was a lab experiment, essentially, saying if two masks are in place instead of one, does that block more virions? Does it block more particles? And, intuitively, the answer is yes. And sure enough, in the lab, it's yes. Okay, the problem here is that what you discover in the lab doesn't necessarily play out exactly the way you would want it to in real life. That is, what two layers? What is the agitation to the skin on the face? What is difficulty in breathing like? That's a problem. Some people feel very uncomfortable with one mask. And so they now it's culturally normal to wear two. Well, masks right now, as we stand today, were not designed to be doubled up. So the impairing of breathing, physical discomfort, those are things to consider very carefully. So I'm not firmly against wearing two masks. I'm not certainly recommending it because I don't think we actually know enough. But I learned my lesson, right, from last spring. I'm not going to say absolutely no, don't do that.
There are no certainties anymore.
Well, with masks, we're realizing how little we knew, right? And I think that's really, really important. So it's not something that seems to make sense to me. We know that 3-layer masks are better than 2-layer masks when a mask is put together, built that way, with cotton, 2 outer layers of cotton and an inner layer that's polypropylene. We know that's pretty effective. We know that you can make one mask that works that way, that's breathable, and that's quite effective. I think that's really important. To say, should we wear two masks, actually then begs the question, well, what should they be made out of? How should they be designed? And we don't have those answers yet. I'm glad we're working on that. The contagious variants really may, and we're really just getting started with variants, right? The variant chapter of this is really just getting started. And gets more contagious, we may actually need to do that. But I don't think we're there yet in our understanding, and I don't think we're there yet in the need with respect to how virulent the contagious variants are. The UK and Ireland brought this under control without changing their mask policies, without changing mask design. So it doesn't seem like it's the most pressing thing. And I just want people to be comfortable and safe and to be able to wear masks in a sustainable way. And panicking to say you need to strap 2 to your face, I'm not sure that's the wisdom that we need today.